Today I'm taking you along on embarkation day aboard the brand new Sun Princess, from arrival at the port all the way through the first night on board. I'm Bonnie from Bon Voyage Cruise and Travel, and after over 55 cruises, I was really curious to see how this new ship compares to the traditional Princess experience. So the big question is, does this new larger Sun Princess still feel like Princess? So we are in Fort Lauderdale. It is busy. They just opened up rolling carts of people you talk to at 8:30 because I got in around 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went and got coffee here in Terminal 1. They have a Starbucks that's open, so just keep that in mind. One thing you don't realize is when you're traveling by yourself, it's really difficult to carry this cup of coffee with all this luggage. Their arrival in Fort Lauderdale was very organized, and right away the process felt smooth and easy to follow. This already felt like a larger scale embarkation experience. That's a big one, that's huge.
Alright guys, we're here. Please check this seat.
We're going to the blue line. They use a color-coded system depending on your check-in status. Mine was blue, and since I have checked in online, I was able to move through quickly. I was on board by 12:30, and overall it was a very smooth process. Checking in on the app ahead of time really helps. Once on board, the first thing I noticed was how open and bright everything felt. You can see the decor is a lot lighter. So we just put our bags in our rooms. They won't be ready till 1:30. This gives me a perfect chance to get a first look around the ship. Right away, this feels really different from the traditional Princess ships that I've been on. The Sun Princess Piazza deck. You can sit down at these seats and you can put your drinks here and just watch. So it's 7, 8, and then there's a 9. The Piazza really acts as the focal point of the ship. A bar over there is more like a kind of a bar / coffee place. You'll see familiar venues like Crooner's and Alfredo's Pizza, but the layout is very different from older Princess ships, and it feels more open and more modern overall. At first, I really liked how bright and spacious it felt. You see how the seating is? So it's almost like theater seating. Although I did wonder if it might be harder to find quieter spaces. Because of the size and layout, this doesn't feel quite as intimate as the traditional Princess ships. One of the first things to do after you arrive on board is to complete your muster drill. Deck 8, I'm trying to find my muster station. It's not really clear. This looks like a casino. Wow, it looks pretty. It's so light and airy. This is so different than other Princess cruises. This is their theater. We call it the arena. It's important to check into your muster station. You can find that listed on your app. They will check your name off a list, and then you're free to roam for the rest of the day. And then you just scan your medallion. When I leave my carry-on in the room, I always bring a small bag for essential items like sunscreen, sunglasses, or a book, so I don't have to carry everything around. So you don't ever have to touch a key in the elevator. It is just your destination, and then it tells you where to go. Room 12243, an inside cabin. Our luggage came fast. The whole production of Embarkation, which was really pretty simple. I was in the blue lane. I just had to pick up my medallion, and I purchased one of these type of things where you can just clip it on your clothes. So I just clip it on here. This room reminds me a lot of Celebrity. However, I would say it's on the small side. I prefer almost the smaller ships of like the Caribbean Princess or the Regal Princess, where they had that nice closet area that was kind of separated from the room. It's a narrow hallway, and here we are. Oh, but they do have a bench. Okay, I'll give them that much. So that is somewhere to sit. It wasn't like super cheap. I think that the rooms are just way different. It is modernized. There's lots of outlets, lots of plugs. I like the mirror. It's just not the same as the other rooms. It's not as charming to me. This seems to be the norm of larger ships. They always do cut down on the room space, especially for inside cabins. But I'll be doing a room tour on this particular ship and my cabin, so stay tuned. Oh, and then they have something called the Princess Patter. And this basically is the paper copy of the app. Have it in your hands. Sometimes I bring a highlighter, highlight what I might want to do. Like the Soleil dining room, its first seating is 5 o'clock and the second seating is 7:30. And the shows are 7:30 and 9:30. Also, if you are planning a specialty restaurant for your trip, do make your reservation day one. I am in the Crown Grill. I just made a reservation. I never get to get in here because it's always packed. But isn't this pretty? This is a different take. It's an actual restaurant. That's one thing about the ship. Everything has a restaurant. They've compartmentalized things. I guess that's what's different. This steakhouse is very popular. It fills up super fast. If you make a reservation day one, you can always change it, but at least you will have something on the books for the week. Generally speaking, if you have assigned dining, it is a good idea to check your table early. I would check it before I even grabbed anything to eat, because if something doesn't feel right or you don't like where you are seated, at least at this point they can try to work with you and change it. If you do this the day of at the dinner hour, it's really difficult to make any changes at that point. This is the Eclipse dining room and it's open seating. It's very big and pretty. I like it. But I don't have an assigned table this time. It's kind of like I'll show up at 7:20 and that's when they're going to do my reservation. But I don't know if it's better to do 7:20, come and be seated and they'll try to put you in the same place, or would it be better to do assigned dining, which is down here in the Soleil dining room. Looks like everyone's eating lunch here today. That looks delicious. I just wanted to kind of walk through here and see. This is really big. I was talking to someone and he said it holds like 4,600 people. Wow. So look at this. These are the nice tables here. Wow. All on the wall. This is the aft. But again, that's traditional dining, and then this is name your time dining, or whatever they call it. After you've looked at your dining reservations, made your specialty dining reservations, checked in at your muster drill, next thing to do would be the spa raffle and spa tour. You can enter a spa raffle for a chance to win a free massage and get a tour of the facilities, which is free, and it just shows you what you can possibly book for the week. You've got your different kinds of showers. $2.99 for 2 weeks. Wow. Pretty. The overall energy on the Sun Princess feels a little bit more spread out.
Okay, do I have anyone on deck 11?
Compared to the traditional princess ships, but there is energy there nonetheless. On Embarkation Day, there are several options for food available, including the buffet, International Cafe, pastries and sandwiches. This is on a bigger scale. Look at the pizza muffins. The buffet. Wow, so the lunch buffet is from 10:30 to 2:30. It's pretty. It's got open seating and it's got little stations like burgers, sandwiches, Mexican. Doesn't that look nice? Yeah. It's from the grill right there. The diner there I was showing you, and it reminds me of the Trident Grill. It's away from the pool. Water and juice and coffee and tea over here that's free of charge. Delicious. It's a veggie burger. Oh, with avocado on it. and they gave me a little fries. And this is all included in your fare, so it's, you don't just have to go to the buffet, you can go to various places, and there's hardly anybody even here. It's a little fancier. Got some pizza. That looks good. And some casual venues around the pool. The food and service are still very much like Princess. After having something to eat, I love to walk around and just see what is happening around the ship. The salon is connected to the gym on the higher level, and the spa is located on deck 5. I will check out the outside venues and show you the pool, and we will check out the Sailaway at 4 o'clock. So you have some views of the pool. Classroom. You have a spin class. There's yoga mats. These are all for a cost. I think they might do a free stretch class in here. I wouldn't say there's a ton of lounges out here, but it's pretty.
Princess and first of the sphere class, where everything revolves around you. Now the bars are stocked, live music and incredible entertainment coming your way with 8 days at sea. As the largest of the Princess cruises, the Sun Princess. Grab yourself a cocktail and we'll get this party started. Safety information.
Dining room, the first night. This was my table for the first night. I did not sit here after that. I chose a better area. I never had Norwegian salmon before, and it was delicious. This is lemon cream pie. As the evening begins, the ship starts to settle into a rhythm. The atmosphere here feels lively, but also more spread out compared to the classic Princess experience. After spending the week on board, I realized that because so much activity is centered around the Piazza, the ship often felt busier and less intimate than the traditional Princess experience. If you love the classic, more intimate Princess feel, this ship may feel a little different. But if you enjoy a newer, more open design, you may really like it. Some practical tips I learned throughout my week. The theater is smaller than you might expect. It's designed a bit different, so it is best to arrive early. Seating fills up very fast. A buffet tip. Head back to the Americana Diner, where there are beautiful aft wake views. A lot more space, it's an open floor plan, and it just feels generally less chaotic. Also, another tip would be bring a refillable water bottle. This is very helpful because there are not a lot of water stations nearby. The best ice I found poolside by the taco and salad area. So the way the water works here, so you have to get your glass, and they keep perhaps here on the table. And then I brought my water bottle, so I just fill it up. You want to put it in a glass first, because they don't want you to pour directly from here to here, obviously, because all the tables are like that, if you can see. It's been a long day. Like I said, I came through the night. You know, you start feeling like you're unraveling and you're ungluing, but it's, I'm all right. I hope this helped you get an idea of what Embarkation is like. You can see all the various activities going on the ship, and people are involved and seem to be having a good time. It is a little different than your traditional Princess cruise ship. I can see how this would be a bit of adjustment for people, but I hope this has helped you decide if this is the type of ship you're looking for. I mean, that's why I like to experiment all these different ships and things, and sometimes it's not even the ship, it's the crew and how they make you feel. I will just continue looking around and finding some interesting things. I'll find some top 10 features, and we'll do the room tour, and I'll delve in a little bit deeper to the food. It's been my pleasure showing you around the Sun Princess and everything that it has to offer. I hope that will make your travel plans a little bit easier. And if you have found this helpful, informative, or you've learned something, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe for more cruise tips and travel information. Thank you so much for watching. Happy cruising, and until next time.